Alright, you got 1 minute. Hurry up, go, go, go. Huh? Keep going, I'll tell you when to run over the wall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, get over here. I want to get down, Bobby. All this chaos in society and billboards and advertisements, stress and laws and taxes and rules and shit coming, society's dying, pollution's up, people are, you know, falling down in drug holes, people are fucking killing themselves. The only thing left is just to like put a little bit of beauty out there if you can.
I was skateboarding and stuff, ran around, and you know, you scribe your names and things as a kid, and you know, it's that thing you come back and you see and you wonder if it's still there. So when I was a kid, my grandparents lived in this neighborhood in Onion Creek over here.
Did you paint over it?
The city did back in like 2002. But as I got older, I met a guy that threw down a tag at a party. He goes by Decap1 out of San Jose, represents STK crew. You know, him teaching me things, and then he showed me spots, showed me how to wreck shit with a can. After the first time I heard of graffiti, it just started popping up everywhere. I noticed it every place I went, every corner there was a new name, a different person getting up. It's like a never-ending vicious cycle. Writers just developing and starting up. Every year there's another 10, and then every year another 10 drop out. Cat, BMX, Kids, J, Flow, Sis, Nebs, E, Cinch. A bunch of kids that just like to organize art and do some vandalism. That just looks like sick to me. So much filth and texture. It's disgusting. It's a shithole. Somehow they've turned it into an art. The only thing you really have to worry about when you're down painting a spot is the lingering hobos and bums and crackheads, or gangbangers, or cops, or hoods. You know, it's shit. That's actually quite a bit. So there's a lot to worry about. Actually, it's not the easiest thing to do. It's like a hobo central. There's nothing but grit, grime, feces, and piss everywhere. And this is the spot to paint because so many laws against it. People are scared to do it out in the world, even though these people are artists and have so much talent. They come down here to be out of the view of the public, and be alone. That's what we can over there.
We are as non-aggressive as possible. If I do my job, you don't see me, it's just gone. So I don't give you something to push back against. I'm a janitor. I clean the toilet. You call me up, you want something clean, I clean it. How the guy got diarrhea, I don't care. You know? And when it comes to art, a lot of people get into, it's artistic. There is no definition for art for me is permission, period. Personally, I think the more rights I give the person that owns the wall, the better. And if you own your house and want to do it, great. It's America. But I don't want to define art. You can't do it. I don't go into the content. In fact, a lot of the times, if I got into people here that did something, I would try to locate those people. Because I have people calling me constantly, wanting to pay somebody for this. And I pass off a name as quick as I can. Because there's stuff out there that's neat. There's no way I could do it. But the minute you put that on somebody else's building without their permission, and now I'm concerned. Now, okay, I'll clean it.
Well, I was out at night hitting up a spot, and you know, the next morning, you know, I was just in bed and I went to school, and you know, I got called out of school and whatnot and found out the information that father passed away. And, you know, it's kind of interesting, the timing, because he had passed away in the night, and you know, I was out at that time, so. You know, I wasn't even thinking about tagging for a while after that, and you know, I still had spray paint on me, so I was writing rest in peace everywhere, it's RIP. I dropped it to just rest because the rip wasn't working out for me, and rest seemed so smooth. And nobody else in the United States really had that name on lock, so I had it in good timing. And you know, you Google my shit and it'll pop up.
Murals are cool, I guess. I mean, they're not for me at all.
They're typically for more established, more technical.
For artists.
Oh yeah, artsy stuff. Whereas I guess graffiti, bombing,
illegal graffiti is where it's at.
Tags, putting in work, just storefronts, like
racking.
Yeah, like that's what it's
just
about.
Everything. I don't know. It's just where it's at.
Not getting commissioned to and go buy your paint and then paint a wall, but go steal your paint and just go fuck shit up
illegally and have the chance of getting caught and running and just a cool ass story to tell after.
You gotta watch out for another person's back, of course, but I mean, you gotta do it up. Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I mean, of course I'm gonna be like, hey, like, watch out, like, but somebody's really wasted, they're not gonna listen to me. And I've had that happen to me before, so it doesn't matter. Like,
does it seem like more people go paint illegally when they're intoxicated?
Oh yeah, or on a lot of drugs.
Is that the same for you?
Oh yeah.
Local Amtrak station. Gonna meet up with a couple guys, maybe catch a spot or two. I say we just take that fresh new part.
Who cares if it looks shitty and it's on some shitty surface and it's just a throw, because fuck, it's there and people are seeing it. You're out there painting while everyone else is asleep, you know?
Or while muralists are sketching, waiting to do a new mural the next day.
Bullshit!
For some tire company. And this is not an insult to muralists at all.
I'm not knocking in,
but I just feel like you get more respect if you hit the streets harder. Nice solid build.
That's not good.
Nope. Both going through court.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to talk about it too much, but I've got a couple cases pending right now.
Nothing too crazy. Like, don't make it sound like we're cool or anything. But I mean, it happens. You're gonna get caught if you. I mean, sooner or later, it's gonna happen. So.
And it depends on how much damage you do. Normally, the kids that go walking around at the bus stops, you know, the taggers, they'll just tag their name, whatever it is. I'm not going to shout out any names. So that's a Class B misdemeanor. That's 180 days in jail, up to 180 days in jail, and a $2,000 fine. And that's just the minimal. That's the lowest one. Naturally, you're not going to have a first-degree felony for graffiti unless you have an aggregated amount. I mean, if you're traveling around, which we did find that little community of taggers, you know, and they'll post it on their website or whatever. you know, Flickr or whatever, and they say, look at this, you know, and not realizing that, thank you for a detective, you know, you posted all you want, but now we know who's doing it. And it's okay to have that out there because we want them to know that, you know, bragging about your graffiti or your tagging and putting it out there is helping us detect who you are. So it doesn't matter the building, it doesn't matter, you know, which neighborhood it's in. It's basically a crime of opportunity. If they have their cans on them and they're walking and they see something, they're going to do it.
No, man, just they're all about vandalizing, bombing hard, getting up, making a name for themselves, killing the streets. I'm like, yeah, that shit's fucking tight. I mean, I've done that shit too, but I don't know. I really want to elevate my art to a level beyond all this fucking graffiti shit. So it's not even graffiti. DMX. Oh, billboard. Nice.
I wouldn't want somebody coming on my fence and drawing that. I mean, which I'm sure a tagger wouldn't want somebody coming and writing on their front door.
I'd be pretty pissed off if somebody did a big cock on my fucking fence and was like, oh, I hate Jews and black people. Like, oh, okay, like, why would you do that? Like, first off, but
sometimes the more I bomb or the more I hang out with people that are into bombing, just I find my style and ideas digressing at an alarming rate. Like, just because I start concentrating on the scene of graffiti more than anything. And the scene of graffiti is totally played out. Half the writers hate each other. The other half are completely crazy motherfuckers that don't want to communicate. And I'm just like lost in translation with all this madness of like who's the best, who's up the most, who's got the best style, who doesn't, who's going over who. It's just like chaos, dude. It's like literally chaos. Stresses the shit out of me. And, it's really hard to produce something beautiful when you're stressed. But then again, diamonds do come out of pressure.
You know, someone can say, okay, well, here you can come here and tag all you want. Businesses often do that. I mean, some businesses, like you said, the murals say, could you come by and, you know, write something on this building, or not write, but like draw something on a nice little thing on the building for us. You know, that happens.
Head shop's definitely been a big support in my city for getting my legal work out there, of course. Big props to Planet K, Pipes and Hookahs, and 420 Spot, because they've kept my work alive mural-wise. And, you know, that helps with the younger kids, seeing that you don't always have to go out there and burn a spot.
How are you?
Resting before work.
So, shit, man.
What's up?
What's going on?
Nada.
We need to talk about the other night. And I'll tell you how I feel about it.
That was awful. It's awful. Failure.
It has to be in the movie.
No way.
So you know.
It was awful. I thought it was going to start at 9, so I was like ready to rock and roll, and it got pushed till like 10:30 till Scott's band went on.
More.
So like an hour and a half of just like straight drinks.
Cause didn't you drink at the 420 spot shit, or?
Yeah, but not as heavy.
Just not as heavily. Yeah.
I was like drunk.
And honestly, dude, like I watched the time lapse of it, and like it's pretty fucking decent, dude. Like,
yeah, dude, I was wasted. That it's when I'm drunk. I'm not on the, I guess, I don't even know. I don't even know how to describe it. I just was like literally painting in the moment versus seeing the final product done.
It was just hilarious too for me because I was just like, yeah, I'm filming this dude. Like, this sick artist,
bombed hard.
I told him to like 20, I had 20 conversations with people.
Dude,
I was like,
I
this
know.
guy's so dope.
I was all for finding a place if you wanted to, and having it designated and doing it. Great. And there's guys there that have talent. I mean, there's stuff there that I would love. In fact, my wife and I were talking about, I got a basement. I'd love to have somebody put a soup up in the basement, for a picture. Heck, it helped pay for my kids' education. After a while, the quality, they'd say something, and I'd be looking at this like, well, how did he do that? Because it was, I liked it. I'd look at it and go, yeah, this guy's got talent. Whoever did it. One, I don't know how they got up there. Two, this is something that I can't do. And what bothered me was, oh, here I am doing this, and what a waste. Because this is good stuff. I don't want to have borders on it.
No borders. It's gonna be very open. It's gonna be going.
I want it flowing.
Yeah, it's gonna look good. Like, I'm not trying to cause anybody problems, but it's something I chose to do, and I gotta get it done. So. And
honestly, you could make a living doing it. I mean, I get calls all the time with people saying, "Hey, if you knew somebody that could do that," I'd always say, "Well,
I do.
I know somebody now."
You can't say that it doesn't look good, because some of the stuff does look good. I mean, you can't say that it doesn't, but I mean, that's just my opinion. Once again, that's not the department's opinion. That's my opinion. Some of the stuff, the way that they make the designs and the letters and the way that they put them together, it looks pretty cool. But it's illegal if you do it on somewhere where you're not permitted to do it.
Graffiti has made an impact on my life. It's supported my family. I mean, my kids, I always tell my kids, hey, what do you see? And they see graffiti and they say money, because that pays for college, that pays for food. And being that, our basement is where our family spends a lot of time. Our kids spend a lot of time down there. And I've always wanted to support the artwork that my kids like, and they love it though. That type of artwork for my children is expressive. It's raw. It's fun. I think it stimulates their ability to think.
He's a really good artist, and he works fast, but he's still really neat on his work.
And finally, I'm going to be able to have it in my basement where my kids can enjoy it. And I'll get to pay him for it.
So the other way around.
Exactly, the other way around. And I get to enjoy it. And my kids will enjoy it, and it'll become a part of their lives. And I can finally pay somebody for the talent that they've got. At my house. I have trouble painting. My wife wanted me to paint our furniture, and half it's still out there.
Remember, that was an opinion.
When can we have
Now we'll do
him
it.
back out to do some more stuff?